absolute pleasure to become the first Miss Drag South Africa straight after the pandemic. I am probably the fifth or the fourth Miss Drag South Africa that we've had so far. Thank you very much. Yes, it's been a good thing for me to make sure that I'm doing drag with a purpose and making sure I'm helping people with their knowledge and just helping people as much as I possibly can, because the coronavirus and the COVID special has been pretty strenuous in South Africa, so especially for the smaller communities. No, it's not difficult at all. It's really just based on what your passions are in life, what your skills are, if you are entertaining people. So it's really just up to you if you have a strong personality.
Because I'm French, but I live in USA and in France, and it's a drag queen in France is very bad image. It's not a good person for a lot of people in France.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, it's very difficult to be a drag queen in France. Not in USA. It's a fun in USA.
Yeah, because I can believe in France they look for girls that can carry lots of beauty, who do lots of fashion, who do.
You are fashion.
People do.
You are fashion. You are fashion.
This is why I do this, because it's one of my biggest passions is to make things, because I make 90% of all of my drag.
In South Africa, you are open-minded person.
Yes, I'm very open-minded because I identify as non-binary as well.
It's a great...
Yes, it's one of the biggest steps we could ever take, just allowing it to be open to anybody who's willing to compete and who understands why you're doing it.
You love this open?
I would hope so. I would hope so a lot.
No?
I would, fingers crossed. I would love to take on any other beauty pageant where they allow people of my sort of gender based with my skill set. I would just love to participate because South Africa's got an immense amount of talent. So I would love to just use all my skills. So. I don't think so. Not as yet. I don't think there is like a Miss Drag World or a Miss International Drag Queen, I think. But I'd love to maybe be the first to create a platform of some sort, maybe, or to maybe just make people aware that something like this needs to exist. Yeah, I know I can, but it's all just based on the support from people who really want to help me along, and in turn me helping them with my skill set and making sure that we are portraying ourselves the best way possible. So well, at the beginning of the pageant, I made them aware that I'm a part of 3 different charities at the moment, or platforms that I've started on my own. So the first one is called African Digital Education Trust, which is an NPO that we teach maths, physics, science, robotics, and as well as the other subjects that are underneath the STEM abbreviation. Then I've also started a feeding kitchen with my parents that we started at the beginning of quarantine, because my mom really is a hands-on person. So she just said to me, let's do something that will benefit the long run. And then me entering Miss Drag South Africa, I was able to incorporate the two with each other. So we were able to feed a maximum of like 700 to 800 people every Tuesday and Friday. And that was all just depending on donations that were made from community members, friends in the family, or just myself, or just going out to ask for donations. So it was pretty challenging to get people to get on board, because I didn't have this and I didn't have this as yet, because it's a big deal that you need to have these things to show people that this is what you're doing, there is proof behind it, and They want to see what you're doing. So I got to do this. And then the third one is just me wanting to create a little project called Drag Excellence South Africa, where I'll be visiting each province in South Africa and putting forth a drag excellence video where I'm showcasing you the drag in each province of South Africa. So that is going to be my main mission as Miss Drag South Africa.
It's a great mission.
Thank you so much.
If you have video about this, send me. Yes. And I'll put on social media of Inside Pageant.
Yes, most definitely. I'm currently in the middle of filming the announcement. So I'm going to film the announcement right after this video. So I'll send it directly to you. Philosophy in life is very simple. It is just to better the lives of anybody that you encounter.
Oh.
That is my main motto in life.
Simple.
Pretty simple. Yes. Just to better anybody's knowledge and also just create awareness in whatever you're doing. Because it's very important for people to be educated. Because without you being able to share and be able to have a conversation with somebody, it will be hard for you to make an impact in that conversation or in any context. It will be hard for you to get along with people, create connections. So it's very important to live by that sort of motto. My guilty pleasure, I wouldn't even know. I do love a good time. I love music. I love to dance because it's one of my biggest passions. I really wish I could sing. I think that would be my guilty pleasure, is being able, or just singing, because I'm not too sure if I'm good at it, if I'm not bad at it, so I don't know yet. My telephone, what to tell you.
Are you desperate when you lose your telephone?
I wouldn't be too bothered by it, but all your important things are on there. So I would be a little concerned that it's gone, but I wouldn't be too worried about it. Instagram. Instagram, hands down. Instagram is my favorite thing because you can document anything, in, out. You can create amazing content for the world to see. So I'm so happy I'm able to do that, because it means people across the world are able to see me and get along with me. So.
I love your picture and your video in Instagram. It's
thank you so much. I really hope that they'll let us put the live show on maybe my personal YouTube. I really hope I can put the live show that was pre-recorded on.
Yeah.
If I were to have a talk show, my talk show would be about. It would be based more for the younger generation. I want to give the younger generation more the platform where knowledge is being shared. Like a conversational space where we talk about drag, we talk about being gay, we can talk about LGBT stuff, we can talk about moments in our lives, winning crowns, we can talk about pageantry, we can invite people. So it would cover everything. So I wouldn't really call it even the talk show, I'd just call it a TV show then. Because I really it's my biggest passion to create a production. Me being able to produce things is my biggest goal, and it's where I strive the most, being able to create. If I were to be a telephone app, I think I would probably be your camera. Yes, because it's the thing you look at the most and it's the thing you use as often. So I'd love to be the camera.
You shine on the camera. It's very, very interesting. Yes. If you are a beauty apps.
Yeah. I'm not too sure I've tried any beauty apps as yet. I don't think I've tried a beauty app, to be very honest with you. I don't even think I've tried Facetune yet. Most of my pictures is just a filter, so. My most recent picture, I think that was done by my photographer in Cape Town, my official shoot. that is the first photo officially of myself that I have that has been Facetuned but not by me. It is okay. Let's look at it together. We'll look at it together. Okay, it is a picture of me just before I got dressed. Thank you. I was just making sure that everything was appropriate and tidy and neat. My last Instagram photo. It would actually be celebrating Africa Day, which was yesterday. So we are currently experiencing a lot of LGBT nightmares, I would call them, because people are being attacked for just living their authentic lives. So in South Africa, it's very strenuous right now to be a person who is part of the LGBTQI community. So yeah, it's really taking a lot of work for me to also make sure I'm educating everybody and giving them the right information and the information that can arm them to fight back and not be able to be overrun by people because they are misinformed and uneducated. So yeah.
Yeah.
I love pop music. Pop music is my absolute favorite because it can get you dancing, it's uplifting, it's a mood changer, it will get people involved. So pop music is my favorite.
You are a favorite group or favorite singer?
Oh no, that's very hard. I would say I'm a very big fan of Ariana Grande and yeah, lots of new music. I love new music, but my music knowledge is very vast. So I love old things, new things, middle things. It's very integrated, my music knowledge. So
I like you, like me. Very vast, classic, jazz, pop.
yes, as long as it's a good rhythm and it can make you dance, I'm all for it.
I dance when I dance when I tired, not not the time for
No problem. As long as you're trying, that's all that matters.
I have a very bad dancer.
Oh no, don't worry. Just take some guidance. We can help.
Be careful your feet when I
Yes.
yes. It's very hysterical.
Let's say yes, I am a fashionista because I make everything that you see, everything you saw in the photos on my social medias, I make everything myself, even down to the shoes. Besides the hair, hair is a little too complicated for me right now. So I am the fashion person, so I love to create. It's my biggest passion.
You are a designer. You are fashion designer.
Yes, I am a designer here. I've done 2 fashion shows in the past 2 years before coronavirus. So at the moment, we're just working on myself and Miss Drag South Africa as I've entered. So it's literally put a pause on some things in life. So I'm just happy that I'm able to do it. My fashion line is, or my brand name is called Design by Jay.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you a website for this?
Yes, we are in the middle of in the websites at the moment because there is a social media like Instagram and Facebook. Those two are currently running at the moment where I make jewelry, I make designer shoes, and I make facial masks, sort of like avant-garde and very fashion-forward face attire. I would class it as the 3 S's. Very seductive, very sexy, and extremely sensual. So it would be the 3 S's. If I were a garment, my favorite garment, are you asking?
Yeah.
My favorite garment would probably be my crowning gown that I wore to Cape Town on the past few weekends ago to get crowned. Yes, it's on my socials. It's the lovely purple gown that I made by hand. So yes, that would be my favorite one.
You do lingerie underwear?
Yes, we do lots of lingerie, and we can possibly work on a lot of things. So I'm very much open to recreating as much as possible.
In the future, in the next year,
Yeah, in the future, let's just get Miss Drag South Africa's reign out of the way first, and let's make sure I've made an impactful time and made sure I've made a difference. So as soon as anybody shows interest in wanting to work with me, alongside me, I'm open to anybody's help and assistance. I'd love to just help anybody create something.
you know.
Lots of people always say to me that I should do Drag Race because I'm a very well-rounded drag queen, because I make my own stuff. I'm a dancer. I don't know if I'm a singer. I don't know if I'm an actor. So there are some elements where I am not too sure if I will thrive, but I'm very confident in myself, and I'm very confident in my drag, and I know what I want people to see, and know what I want people to know about me. So yes, I would love to. As soon as an opportunity arises where I'm able to leave South Africa, because I've been in South Africa for almost a year now, I'd love to travel, man. Especially winning this contest. It's been quite the journey, making sure I'm able to make sure I'm keeping up and keeping in contact with people to show them that there's a lot going on and I'm wanting people's assistance. So yes, I would love to do it. That's all you need to do. My email address is mizcambell@gmail.com. That's all you need to do. Just send me a message. Yes, it's very important to make sure the way you look is very important, because it's the same like getting dressed for work. If you want people to really take you seriously in what you do, you need to dress the part. It's very, very, very important. Like every time you leave the house in the morning, make sure you are satisfied with what you're wearing and you are feeling good with what you are portraying to the world. That's the most important thing. What I would say to anybody who is even had the smallest little inkling or thought about wanting to know more about drag is, I would say to them is, first go out and find what you're looking for. It's very important for you to find what you're looking for, because you might join something and then later on change your mind and be like, that's not really what I was looking for, just by jumping into something. So I would say find your tribe. It's very important to find the tribe. You can thrive on your own if you are that strong of a personality, but I would say the support from the tribe that you want to be part of, especially for beauty queens like myself who do pageants, we are known to be very strong-willed people and very confident people. So yeah, like I'm saying, if you are a confident person and you want to make sure your confidence is seen to the rest of the world, meet other people in that sort of sphere, like drag queens. If you want to be a drag queen, meet drag queens and go and attend and go and help the drag queens. It's important for you to attend and to show your appreciation, because drag queens are doing things to make sure the world is becoming a better place, and there is a lot more love and appreciation for the form of art, because art is hand in hand with drag, because you are painting your face, you are putting on a whole bunch of clothing and hair. So that would be my advice, is just find what you're looking for in the world. It's not that hard.
What is
The best memory was probably watching the finale during the pandemic with my mom and dad, my 3 siblings, and my little niece. So yeah, we all just gathered here at my home and we watched it all together. My parents were super confused because they announced the order back to front. So it was an amazing experience to see my parents fall out of themselves when they realized I won. So, and it was just an amazing moment to have them with me. I really did miss the stage lights and the cheering from the people and stuff for being on stage, but we'll get there. There's always a time and place. So God will put things into my future where these things will be seen. So At the moment, my best asset is that I can do everything. And not to be overly confident or sound a certain way, it's that just that I'm very confident in my skills. I know what I can do and I know what I can't do. So if you're looking for a specific sort of field, you know you must contact me because those are the sort of skill sets I have. So yeah. That would be very simple. It's just that I know what I want and I know what my drag character is. I won't say I'm not disappointed. It really did show me how much work in the world is actually needed to be done. It just showed you that you going on stage and stuff is not really the bigger picture behind the pageant. It's the work that went into the pageant that is the most important thing. Because if you didn't really put in the work and effort into the pageant, you won't really reap the benefits. So that was also my biggest thing, is to make sure I worked hard and I was always consistent with time. I was consistent with submitting things on time that they wanted from me. And I always made sure that I was pushing the thing that is drag with a purpose, because that was our main goal behind Miss Drag South Africa.
You are.
Yes, I made my evening gown. Yes, I did. I made it from a bunch of curtains and stuff. So when you ask me about Drag Race, yes, I will do Drag Race because I'm very skilled at sewing. So I love South Africa because we are so diverse and there is so much history, like rich history in what we want the world to see. Like, we don't just want the world to be seeing apartheid things all the time and to be known for segregation. We want South Africa to be known for also the talent and the skill set and the amazingness that the drag characters and the LGBTQIA community carries in South Africa, because it's so big. We just need to give people the platform to make sure that they are seen and that we are educating the world so that the people who are not informed or misinformed will find the information and be able to interact with these people in their everyday lives.
If you, what is the best place in South Africa?
My favorite place is Cape Town.
You live
I
in
know
Cape
I might
Town.
live in Johannesburg. I know I live in Joburg, but I would hands down go and stay in Cape Town because I love the beach, I love the sun, and I just love the outdoors. So I would wholeheartedly move to Cape Town.
Oh, okay. You don't like my house, because in the United States I live in Aspen. It's
Oh my goodness.
It's a cold town because we are in mountain. It's
oh my goodness. You're up in the mountains.
It's not for you.
And yeah, we're also in the midst of winter. We're just approaching winter now as well here in South Africa. So it's also been pretty interesting.
Have you seen Miss Universe this year?
I would probably say I'm Miss Drag South Africa. So I hope maybe one day, by some hope, they'll create a Miss Drag World and a Miss Drag International, perhaps. But I would really love to take the opportunity to go and compete in Miss Continental, because Miss Continental is a very big pageant for drag queens and female illusionists and transgendered people who are in the form of pageantry. So being from South Africa, I would love to find maybe some support or people to help me get to that pageant because it is overseas. So that would be my biggest goal for the future.
You need sponsor?
Yes, a lot of sponsorships would be great, because that would be my biggest goal moving forward, is making sure I have sponsors to help me along with my projects. Because in South Africa, it is very strenuous to get sponsors along to help you. So I would applaud anybody, or I would ask anybody watching this interview, if you are willing to sponsor drag queens or pageantry queens, please do not hesitate to message me. my message to my fans is just thank you for the tremendous support. It's only been a short period of time. I know I was competing for about a year and a half, almost 2 years because of the pandemic. So it really did stretch it out. So I probably will be the first queen to run 2020 and 2021 in the years. So I'm truly honored to do that. And I just want to say thank you to anybody who showed me the smallest amount of support, the little bits of likes and comments on my social media. So I just want to say thank you and please continue to support your local drag queens and support drag queens in general.